Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn top 5 Dropbox automations with Pabbly Connect. In today's digital era, managing cloud storage enhance your business productivity and efficiency. Dropbox is a cloud-based storage application that allows businesses to access their files from everywhere or store or share their files. So by creating these amazing automations with Dropbox and Pabbly Connect is going to help you to cancel out your repetitive tasks and also enhance your business productivity. So if you want to learn about these top 5 amazing automations, then let me take you all to my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we're going to learn top 5 Dropbox automations with Pabbly Connect. In today's digital age, managing and automating cloud storage workflows is crucial for enhancing productivity and efficiency. Dropbox, a leading cloud storage service, offers a seamless way to store, share, and access files from anywhere. By integrating Dropbox with Pabbly Connect, businesses can automate repetitive tasks, streamline operations, and ensure smooth collaboration. And in this video, we are going to explore some amazing Dropbox automations with Pabbly Connect, showcasing how these integrations can revolutionize your file management and boost your productivity. And we're going to be creating these amazing automations with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. And in this video, we're going to discuss about the automations that you can create with Dropbox and Pabbly Connect. We're going to discuss about the top 5 automations. So if you want to create your own automation, in order to do that, you need to create a workflow. For that, you have to click on this top right corner button right over here that says create workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear, which is going to ask you for a workflow name. So you can give a name to your workflow over here, and then you have to select the folder from the drop down right away, select the specific folder, and then click on create in order to create a workflow. Okay, so now let us discuss about these automations one by one, and briefly I'm going to discuss about our first automation, that is how to add new files from Dropbox to Notion database. So now project manager uses Dropbox to collect various files from team members, such as reports, presentations, and design drafts. To keep everything organized and easily accessible, they automate the process of adding new files from Dropbox to Notion database. This way, every time a new file has been uploaded in our specific Dropbox folder, it is automatically going to be added to our Notion database with relevant details like file name, upload date, and link of the file. Okay, so how we're going to create this automation? With the help of Pabbly Connect. We've created this automation. Let us discuss about it. So as we've created an automation with the name of add new files from Dropbox to Notion database, you can see there are 2 windows in front of you on your screen. One over here says trigger, other says action. So trigger and action, the 2 most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these 2 concepts. So where triggers is going to say when this happens, and action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. Okay, we're going to discuss about a trigger and action step right over here. Firstly, we're going to discuss about a trigger step. For the trigger application, I've selected it as Dropbox, and for the trigger event, I've selected it as new file. We have selected our trigger application as Dropbox and trigger event as new file, so that whenever a new file is going to be uploaded in our Dropbox folder, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Okay, so we have selected our trigger application and the event, and after connecting Dropbox with Pabbly Connect, it is asking for the folder path. Follow the help desk given here below to have the access of the folder path. You need to mention the folder path right away according to the help desk description given right over here. Okay, and as we're going to mention the folder path right over here, and we're going to click on save and send test request button, what is going to happen? The last file that you have uploaded in your Dropbox folder is going to be captured in the response right over here. So you're going to get a response in a similar manner. You can see on the screen right over here. You're going to get the shareable link, the URL link of the file that has been uploaded. The visibility comes over here as public. The name of the file is company logo.png with all the other details like the date and size and everything. Okay, so as this is a response that we have received, this means Dropbox is now successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. So now Now, whenever you're going to upload any new file in your Dropbox folder, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. If you're not going to receive the response immediately, then do not worry, as Dropbox is a polling based application. As you can see over, it says 10 minutes. This is the polling duration right over here. That means in every 10 minutes, whenever a new data is going to be collected by Dropbox, it is going to send that new data to Pabbly Connect in every 10 minutes. And if you want to make any changes in this trigger time, you have to click on this three dots and set trigger time option right over here. A new dialog box is going to appear under which is trigger time. You can see there are multiple options given to you, for the minimum being 10 minutes to the maximum being 24 hours. So you can select the trigger time over here according to your requirement. I'm going to select over here as 10 minutes and I'm going to click on save. Okay. So whenever a new file is going to be uploaded in our Dropbox folder, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Okay. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step, and as our objective is that whenever a new file is going to be uploaded in our Dropbox, automatically a database item should be created in my Notion account. So for that, I've selected my action application as Notion, and for the action event as create database item. Okay. After connecting Notion with Pabbly Connect, is asking for us to select the database. So for the database, you need to select the specific database in which you want to create an item in. Okay. So you have to select the database right over here. In my database, I've created two fields, that is file name and the file URL. Okay, so these are the two fields that I've created. For the file URL and the file name, what I've done is I have mapped the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So I've inserted data from the previous step, and how mapping works is that as soon as you're going to click on this field right away, it says Dropbox new file, and as you're going to click on this, you can see this was the same response that was captured in our previous step. As over here for the file URL, I've selected the response for the file URL from my previous step. And as I'm going to erase this. And as I've selected data from my previous response, the data is mapped. Okay. And as I map the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the data right over in place of this map data is going to be updated. For the file name, I mapped the data of the name of my file that I've uploaded. And as I've clicked on save and send test request, you can see this is the response that we have received, which is a positive response. That means an item has now been created in our database in our Notion account. Okay, so this is how you create this amazing automation of how you can add new files from Dropbox to Notion database. Okay, so this was the first automation. Let's move on to our next one, that is how to upload images from Dropbox to WooCommerce. So as an owner of an e-commerce business, I frequently update product listings on my WooCommerce store, and I store my images, my product images, in my Dropbox. To save time and reduce risk of errors, I set up the automation that uploads new images from Dropbox directly to my WooCommerce store. Whenever a new product is going to be added to my specific Dropbox folder, with the help of this automation, it is going to be uploaded as an image on my WooCommerce account and attaches appropriate product listings. Okay, so with the help of this automation that we have created with Pabbly Connect, you can automatically upload images from Dropbox to WooCommerce. Let us discuss about this automation. We selected our trigger application as Dropbox and the trigger event as new file, as whenever a new file is going to be uploaded in our Dropbox folder, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. After connecting Dropbox with Pabbly Connect, you need to set up your folder path. After setting up, as you're going to click on save and send test request, the last file that you have uploaded in your Dropbox folder is going to be appeared in this response right away. You can see the URL, the name of the image right away, and all the other details of the file that has been uploaded. Okay, so as we have received the details of the image that has been uploaded, we are going to set up our action step, and for the action application, we are going to select it as WooCommerce, and for the action event as create a product, as we want to now create a product in our WooCommerce store that we have created. For the product name, we have mapped the data of the product name, but over here in the response in our Dropbox, I'm going to show you. For the name of the product, we have received at rosecraft 3D wallpaper.jpg. We do not want this .jpg. This is the file format. I don't want this right over here. So what I've done is I've added another action step in this workflow, and for the action application, I've selected it as text formatter by Pabbly, and for the action event as split text, as I want to split this text that is .jpg from the name of my product right away. Okay, for the text to split, I've selected the text that I want to split, that is the name of my product. For the separator, I've selected as this dot. After the dot, I don't want this part. So for the segment index, I've selected the first, because this is the text that I want, the first part from this dot. Okay, and as I'm going to click on save and send test request, we're going to receive a response in which we have received the name of the product, that is Rosecraft 3D wallpaper. Okay, and what I've done is from this result, I mapped this name of the product right away after removing the file format. Okay, next it is asking for all these details like product type as simple, product status as published, featured products as false, and all the details you can see right over here. We have mentioned the regular price and the sale price right away. If you want, you can add the description according to your requirement and all the other details right over here. Okay, and what we have done is over here for the image URL, we have mapped the data of the image that was uploaded in our Dropbox folder with all the other details that I wanted. Okay, so as I've clicked on save and send test request after mentioning all the required details, you can see that we have received a response, which is a positive response, which shows that a product has now been created in our WooCommerce account with the help of the image that we have uploaded in our Dropbox. Okay, Dropbox folder. So this is how you create this amazing automation between Dropbox and WooCommerce with the help of Pabbly Connect to upload images from Dropbox to WooCommerce, okay, as products. So this was the second amazing automation. Let's move on to our next automation, that is when new file is uploaded in Dropbox, add file link in Microsoft Excel. So now suppose you are an owner of a business and you upload important files, images in your Dropbox folder. Okay, you want that as soon as a new file is going to be uploaded in our Dropbox folder, automatically a record of that file should be created in our Microsoft Excel worksheet that we have created so that you can maintain all the file details in a tabular form. Okay, so for that you've created this amazing automation between Dropbox and Microsoft Excel. Let us discuss about this automation. For the trigger application, I've selected it as Dropbox. For the trigger event as new file, that whenever a new file is going to be uploaded in our Dropbox folder, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Then as we have connected Dropbox with Pabbly Connect, we have to set up our folder path, which we have done, and as we are going to click on save and send test request, we are going to receive a response of the last file that we have uploaded in our Dropbox folder. And as we have received the response, and the response has received the URL of the image that has been uploaded, the status right over here, the name of the file, that is blog on digitalmarketing.pdf with all the other details, is now been captured as a response in our trigger. That means whenever a new file is now going to be uploaded in our Dropbox folder, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. So now as we want to create a record of the new file being uploaded in our Dropbox in our Microsoft Excel worksheet, we're going to set up our action step. For the action application as Microsoft Excel, for the action event as add row to worksheet, my drive site images. Okay, so this is my action application and the event. Next it is asking for us to select a workbook. In which workbook do we want to create a record of our Dropbox files? So for the workbook, I've selected the specific workbook. Similarly for the worksheet, I've selected the sheet that I've created. Okay, then there are two columns in my worksheet, that is column A, that is file link, and column B, that is file name. So for the file link, I map the data of the file that we have uploaded in our Dropbox folder, and for the file name, I map the data of the file right over here, file name. Okay, and as I've clicked on save and send test request, we have received the response, which is a positive response. That means now a record has been created, a new row has been added in our worksheet that we have created in our Microsoft Excel. So this is how you create this amazing automation between Dropbox and Microsoft Excel. Okay, so now let's move on to our next amazing automation, that is how to pin new uploaded Dropbox files to Pinterest. We are going to create Pinterest pin from the files that we are going to upload in our Dropbox. Okay, so let us set up our trigger step first. For the trigger application, I've selected it as Dropbox, and for the trigger event as new file. So whenever a new file is going to be uploaded in our Dropbox folder, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Then after connecting Dropbox with Pabbly Connect, we have to set up our folder path. By following the steps given here below in the help desk, we have to set up our folder path. Okay, and as we're going to click on save and send test request button, we are going to receive a response like this. The file that was uploaded last in our folder that we have selected right over here is going to be captured in our response right over here. In the response, we're going to receive the URL, the name of the file, and all the other details. So as we have received the name of the file as duck in a lake .jpg, so this is the name of the file. So with the help of the files that we are going to upload in our Dropbox, automatically we are going to be creating a pin in our Pinterest account of those files. Okay, so for the action application, I've selected it as Pinterest, and for the action event as create a pin, because now I want to create a pin of the file that we have uploaded in our Dropbox folder. For the board, I've selected the board in which I want to create a pin in. For the board section ID, you have to select the board section ID according to your requirement. I do not require the field, so I'm going to skip the part. For the image URL, map the data of the URL that we have received in our previous step, and for the title of the image, I've mapped the data of the title. But in the result over here, in my Dropbox result, you can see the name of the file is given it as duckinalake.jpg. Again, I don't require the field, that is .jpg right away. So what I've done is I've used text formatter by Pabbly, and with the help of text formatter by Pabbly, I've split the text. Okay, so what I've done is I've selected over here for the text to split as the name of my file. Then I've selected a separator as dot, and for the segment as first to separate the pin.jpg fart from the name. So in the result, we have received the name, and I've mapped the data of this name right away as a title in my pin that I'm going to create. Okay, then all the other details right over here you have to mention if you require them. As I don't require them, so I'm going to skip the part. Okay, and as I've filled in all the required details and I've clicked on save and send test request button, a response is going to be received, which is going to tell us that a pin has now been created in our Pinterest account with the help of the file that we have uploaded in our Dropbox folder. So this was the fourth amazing automation of this video right over here that we have discussed, that how to pin new uploaded Dropbox files in Pinterest. Okay, so now let's move on to our last workflow of this video, that is how to upload files from JotForm response to Dropbox. So now you're an owner of a business and you collect the data of your customers or employees using JotForm for your specific use case. Okay, so you want that whenever a new JotForm form submission is going to be done and we are going to receive a response in the form submission, whenever a file is going to be uploaded, automatically that file should also be uploaded in our folder that we have created in our Dropbox account. And for that we have created this automation between JotForm and Dropbox with Pabbly Connect. So let us discuss about this last automation. For the trigger application, I've selected it as JotForm, and for the trigger event as new response, because whenever a new response is going to be received, that means whenever a new form submission is going to be done by any of our customers or employees using JotForm, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response. Then we're going to receive a webhook URL. With the help of this URL, we're going to connect JotForm to Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below. And as then we're going to connect JotForm to Pabbly Connect, whenever a new form submission is going to be done, we are going to receive a response, as you can see right over here. So here in this, what I've done is I've created a form using JotForm in which I am an owner of an event management company and I've recently organized a competition, a photo competition, and I want that whenever any of my participants are going to do a form submission using JotForm and they're going to send their photographs with the help of the form submission, automatically those photographs should be uploaded in my Dropbox folder. Okay, so over here this is the response that we have received. In the response, we have received the form title as photo competition. We have received the details of the participant who have taken the part in our photo competition that we have organized, and as over here we are going to receive a response. In the response, we are also going to receive the file that has been uploaded. You can see this is the URL of the file that has been uploaded. You can see right over here. Okay, now as we have received the response with the help of JotForm of the new form submission being done with the file being uploaded, what we have to do is we have to upload that same file in our Dropbox new folder. So for the action application, I've selected it as Dropbox, and for the action event as upload file, as now we're going to upload the file that we have received with the help of our form submission. Okay, we have connected Dropbox to Pabbly Connect. After connecting, it is asking for the file URL, the file that we want to upload in our Dropbox folder. So I mapped the data of the file URL. Okay, it is asking for the file name. We have mapped the data of the file name. The unique file name is going to be the submission ID underscore with the name of the file that has been uploaded, that is sunset1.jpg. So this is the file name right over here. Then we have to set up the folder path in which we want to upload the file, this file in. Okay, so I've set up the folder path by following the steps given here below in the help desk, and as we're going to click on save and send test request, we're going to receive a response like this, which is a positive response. That means the file has now been successfully uploaded in our Dropbox folder of the new form submission, of the new JotForm form submission being done by our participants. So these were these amazing automations that you can create with Dropbox and Pabbly Connect, and in this video I've discussed about them briefly. So if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.